Welcome back to Cooper Field as Haley Milan standing by with the head coach of the Georgetown Hoyas, Rob Scarlatta.
Coach, some bright spots for your offense today, both running and passing the ball, but what do you think you can do next week to limit turnovers heading into conference play?
You know, that's the thing is you go back to basics. If we don't turn the ball over, it's a much different ball game. I think we wasted a great effort by our defense and at times on special teams. So, you know, the good thing with our schedule is you got to load up and go and play Lehigh next week. So we'll look at this one tonight and tomorrow and get ready for next week and start our going 3-2 going into the Patriot League schedule coming up.
Defense certainly the backbone of your team this season thus far. What did you like from them today?
Bunch of warriors. You know, every time, you know, you don't really see them hang their head. If we turn the ball over, they have to go out there and sudden change. So Coach Thompson talks about just spot the ball and play, and I'm really impressed with the overall effort from the defensive kids today.
Coach, thank you so much. Good luck next week.
Thanks.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Coach, and thank you, Haley. Let's go ahead and take a look at our highlights in this one. There were a lot of them early on. The Hoyas get a big play by Hunter Kislick.
Well, special teams played a big part in this game. Hunter Kislick starting it off for Georgetown, coming through, getting the block, and then Williamson just taking it the rest of the way for a big play for the Hoya special teams.
I put them on top, but then Princeton will get their running game going.
Yeah, that running game going downhill with Radigan and also Volker paid huge dividends for this Princeton Tigers offense, along with Lovett as well, the quarterback coming in and running the football.
And then we would see the quarterback get in the run game.
Yeah, love it again. You know, we were talking about it earlier, how evident it is why they get into the end zone so regularly on in the red zone. Love it. Big part of it.
You'd see the big play here as Hill gets it stripped away. Princeton would put themselves in position to go down and score on the nice return there by the defensive back. And then again, we would see a mistake in the passing game.
Yeah, 2 big turnovers in the first half really told the tale of why Princeton was able to build an early lead because of how well their defense played and was able to get pressure.
Terrius with that play. Then the interesting one here is Lovett would get in on a little bit of a hinky play by the refs.
Yeah, probably should have been called for an illegal shift, something like that, but ultimately they should have stopped it. And then here we see, you know, the next couple of plays, Princeton just pouring it on, getting the turnover, and then getting that score from the tight end.
Adamitis with that score there. But the Hoyas would start to rally a little bit as they would go ahead and find a nice big play for Norris.
Yeah, the short passing game turned into great intermediate passing play, and they were able to find their way into the end zone. You see right that big-time run right there by Vallis getting into the end zone. 2 outstanding cuts.
Jessen had the play to set that one up, and then Vallis puts it in. So the Hoyas getting back into the game, making a 7-score game, but then the fumble and the handoff.
Yeah, again, just a rookie mistake. You know, that's what happens when backups come in. They're not used to that timing. They're not used to the placement of things, and unfortunately it cost Georgetown a turnover on that one.
That didn't hurt them right there as Princeton was unable to score, as we would see here. As again, the tough day for the kicker on the day for Tavish Rice. Misses another one. Most of them were long field goals, so no harm in that, but they could have made the game a little bit bigger than it was. It made it a 21-14 game at the half. That's where we went into the half at. We came out of the half, and then John Lovett would go ahead and start it again.
Yeah, John Lovett again, just pounding the ball in the middle of the defense, getting that touchdown. They found a lot of success running the football north and south in the entire second half.
Yeah, Lovett, the running quarterback threat. Then they would punch one through on the field goal to kind of extend that lead out, put Georgetown in chase mode, but then Alex Vallis would find some things, Emory.
And this was probably the most impressive drive by Georgetown all game long because they started to get that ground game going and found themselves making plays to get points on the board.
Darmstadter would bang one through from a good distance to make it a 2-score game, but then Alex Vallis loses the punt right there off his face mask, and quickly Princeton would end up down the field. They go ahead and hit their weapon Lovett there for the big play, and then eventually Princeton would kind of move down. They would end up kicking the field goal to put this one out to the 31-17. Actually missed the field goal there, and so that would keep it as it was. Hoyas again would kind of bow their backs on defense, but eventually you would see this would be the first down where they would end up with the plate of glass and then getting the first 10 yardage and ran the clock out there. That after another Hoya mistake where they had the jump on the penalty, the illegal procedure, the offsides on the penalty ends up getting the extra play for Princeton to get the first down. Here's your stats on the day, and of course, Mike, what stands out to you?
Well, obviously it's the turnovers. You can't have 5 turnovers and win a football game, and I think the biggest stat, and we touched on it earlier, that is not on the screen right now is Georgetown was 1 for 12 on third down. So that makes them at 4 for 42 in the last 3 games. I mean, you cannot win football games being that poor on third down.
How about you, Emory?
Well, 52 rushes, 233 yards on the ground. That's owning the line of scrimmage, and that was one of the biggest keys I wanted to see coming in. Can their offensive line do well and excel against Georgetown's front seven? And they did that definitely today by the tune of 233 yards on the ground.
And those turnovers forced big for the Hoyas. Kind of interesting they stayed in it as close as they did. You see your other Patriot League scores. Wins for Lehigh and Fordham. Close one. Bucknell actually taking the lead back from Holy Cross late in the fourth quarter. That'll be an interesting one. Those two teams looking to get a leg up on each other in this race. Of course, also your stats, your individual stats there. You saw those real quickly. But again, it's a loss for Georgetown today as Princeton wins it 31-17. Thanks to our entire production crew. Thank you to my partners as well, Michael Niebrick and Emory Hunt, and also our sideline reporter, Haley Milon. I'm Jeremy Huber. Again, your final from Cooper Field in Washington, D.C. Princeton beats Georgetown 31-17. Good afternoon, everybody.